Shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only God and Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, great millstone, for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and prove well. Allah Shalom. Know the sincere argument about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. Now Shalom. To all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well. Men, women, and children, for elect Shalom. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." And the Lord's people, are the Israelites. And through process of elimination, is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, so-called Negroes, according to the seed line of your father. Now, the lack of knowledge makes me think about the fear. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. Matter of fact, I'll start it. Point out 1 and 7, but the whole, it's all good. This is Proverbs 1. It says, "The proverb of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity, to give subtle to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion." This is what this wisdom does. It says, "A wise man will hear and will increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain to wise counsel." And the Lord is giving wise counsel through his prophets, through his men, start where I had apostles, and elders, a great millstone on down. Verse 6, "To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings." That's what I wanted. Verse 7, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." So the fear of the Lord, that's where knowledge starts. And we read in Hosea 4, the Lord said what? "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge," a lack of fear. And we've been taught growing up, if you went to church, or even not went to church, you've always been told, God is all love, love, love. JC, who they call Jesus, right? It's all love, love, love. Well, the Lord wants you to fear Him. The Lord wants you to be greatly terrified of Him. And when you understand the God of the Bible, with His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, you come to the realization that fearing is the best thing you can do. This is Psalm chapter 68, verse 20. It says, "He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh the Lord belong the issues from death." Why would you not fear an entity like that? Why would you not fear a God like that, a power like that, who controls whether you live or die? Okay? A fear will be put back, is being put back in the earth. All right? And they're going to come before you Israelites face in this time called Jacob's trouble. Okay? During these times, man, that we're living in, the times we're living in is not going to be like anything, like a time it's never been before. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 1 and 8, "There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon His throne." And we read why. Once again, He controls whether you wake up or whether you don't wake up, whether you get killed or whatever. Yahweh Shem Shai controls that. That's why you should fear Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. And you do that through actions. You do that through being obedient, taking heed. Taking heed to what the men of the Lord are saying. Oh, yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 20. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. Right, so you want to live longer on the earth? Fear the Lord. The Lord said what? Don't eat shrimp, shellfish, pork. You know, the Lord told us in Exodus 20th chapter, have no other gods before him. And what's the main god amongst you Israelites? Money. Matthew 6th chapter tells you can't serve the Most High Mammon. You know, that's one of Esau's gods. The so-called white man's god is money. Ecclesiastes 1 and 20, the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. Going back to Romans 6th chapter, the wages of sin is death. If you're not walking in wisdom, you're going to go to hell off. You're not walking with the fear of the Lord, you're going to go to hell off, man. You're going to do whatever the hell you want to do. And therefore, your life will be cut short. The Lord may hit you with the big C. You know, hit you with cancer. The Lord may hit you with some type of disease. The Lord may have it when you get into a brutal accident. Whatever the case may be, man, the Lord's going to jack you up. Verse 21 says, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins. Keep that in mind. And where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Yeah, it turns away the wrath of the Heavenly Father. And he'll put that wrath on someone else. That's what you want. You don't want that wrath on you. It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. And that's why a lot of our people don't fear the Lord. Because they haven't been speedily judged for not taking heed to the words for not taking heed to the words of the Bible, man. All right, the Lord has always sent his prophets, his messengers, all right, to reprove, our people. And we tell them, look, hey, you idol worship, you worship another God. The Lord doesn't like that. He's gonna get you. And now people still go to church, worshiping, Jesus Christ. And they don't see anything happening, so they're gonna continue to do it. They continue to commit adultery, right? And Jake says what? Nothing happened. They continue to celebrate these holidays, putting Christmas trees up. Nothing happened. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. No fear. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before them. Right. Seem like they're still getting off with their, their wicked deeds. The Lord said, I got something for them. But it's going to go well with those that fear the Lord. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. The Lord made it plain, do as I say, and you'll be okay. But Jake don't look at it like that. Seeing is believing. So the Lord's going to make you see in these times. And the hopeful elect, Lord willing, be part of that number. All right. I'm going to know that it was nothing better. This is Sirach 23 and 27 says, and they that remain from what? Jacob's trouble, written about in Jeremiah 30. The hell, the chaos, destruction. Revelation 12 and 12, surviving those things, the hour of temptation. It says, and they that remain, which was written about in Revelation 13, the sea hit, whether you buy or sell, we gotta remain from all that stuff, man. And they that remain shall know that there's nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. Now, we're not perfect, but you want to serve the Lord, to the best of your ability. We're going to go off from time to time, but like I like to say, each and every day the Lord wakes you up, you got to continue to fight and do better. It's a fight. Giving in to the flesh is an easy thing. Giving in to the ways of this world is the easy thing. All right, but if you want salvation, you want deliverance, you want mercy, all right, you're going to have to fear the Lord, man, and fear him his way. When we up in them chariots, Lord willing, seeing the destruction upon our people. Hell, before that, during the time of Jacob's trouble, seeing Jake go through it, the Lord said, lift down a cry or a prayer for his people. When judgment start coming down, man, look, we're going to know there's nothing better than the fear of the Lord. And you don't have to believe. Shalom.